The 2020 NBA draft was seen as a very top-heavy draft class. The names circulating among NBA fans were Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, and James Wiseman. In what order will these guys be drafted in? But what was overlooked was the Chicago Bulls were sitting at 4, knowing very well they were on the outside looking in at these 3 exciting prospects and would not get a shot at them, barring the Warriors deciding to trade out of the pick, which obviously they didn't. But the Bulls picked Patrick Williams with the 4th overall pick, and this instantly created a stir. The Bulls just drafted a player from Florida State with the 4th overall pick who didn't even start a single game in college. A player that wasn't even the best at his position got drafted 4th overall. So this was obviously a head scratcher, and I barely heard of the guy. I knew about him, I saw a little bit, but I started to do a lot more research when I saw that the Bulls and the Hawks were really interested in him, and I started asking a lot of questions. Could they have gotten him later? Why didn't he start in college? And I only had more questions when I saw the video they played after they drafted him. And it looked like a video that they would make for a 2nd round draft pick, because 90% of it was talking about him helping his mom at the flower shop. That is not something you want to see from your top 5 pick. That's supposed to be a franchise saving spot. So yeah, that guy, Patrick Williams. How's he doing so far? Very quickly, if you guys enjoy daily basketball content or content like this, I highly recommend subscribing. If you like the video, leave a like. Why not? It doesn't take that long and it helps out the channel a ton. Thank you guys so much. Back to the video. So Patrick wasn't a starter at Florida State, but he has started all 18 games for the Chicago Bulls so far, which is still wild to me. And I'll admit, I didn't see what the Bulls were seeing, and this is why I'm not a GM in the NBA. Maybe if I studied hundreds of hours of film on each player I was interested, I would make better choices, but he has shown a lot of potential in his first 18 games. And just in his first 11 games alone starting in the NBA, he was tasked with some of the hardest matchups an NBA rookie could get. He had to play Giannis, Kawhi, and LeBron, and he actually fared really well against these guys, and the players even acknowledged it. He most recently faced Kawhi, and he held him to 13 points and 3 assists. And also on the offensive end, he had 17 points that game. And just 2 nights before that, he held LeBron James to 19 points, 3 assists, and forced him into 3 turnovers. And so there are like a lot of variables that go into how much points a player scores, but all I know is 19-year-old Patrick Williams was in front of him, and this is way less than their normal. LeBron even was quoted this after the game, quote, "I think he's going to be an exceptional talent. He has long arms, he has Kawhi-type hands that I noticed on the floor, so I knew I couldn't play with the ball very much, and you can tell he has laser-sharp focus and is trying to get better. I think Chicago has a good one." These are huge words coming from LeBron. So what have we seen from Patrick Williams so far? He has shown to be the 3-and-D player the Bulls desperately needed. They had a hole at the small forward position, and they needed someone to task with guarding the opposing team's best winger forward, and he uses his athleticism, his 6'8" frame, and 6'11" wingspan to make shots very difficult. And he doesn't shoot as many threes as I like him to, but he shoots them at a very efficient 40% clip. He kind of has a slow, high-arcing shot that was a big concern going into the draft, but it's proven to be very effective so far, so no complaints here. He is seen as more of an off-the-ball player, good for spot-up shooting and cutting coming into the draft, but he's also shown some elements of adding dribble, off-the-dribble, mid-range, pull-up, pick-and-roll. In transition, he's very fast, very good at catching lobs, and I would say his mid-range is very, very effective. And not to say he is the next Kawhi or is even anything close to Kawhi so far, but his handles and his shooting just look so, not like robotic, but just so efficient. I mean, he doesn't do anything fancy. He doesn't get the ball stolen from him. But yeah, I think Kawhi is a very good early comparison. And one thing I need to mention is he's only 19 years old, and he won't be 20 until August 26. I only mention this because it adds to the Bulls' young core. Zach LaVine looks like an all-star this year, and we all know of other potential starters like Lauri Markkanen, Wendell Carter, and Kobe White. These 5 players have a combined average of 21.5 years old, with the oldest being Zach LaVine at 25. And realistically, for an NBA player, their prime is about 26 to 29 years old. I mean, it's not for everyone. Some people hit it earlier, some people hit it later, but I think everyone can agree it's a pretty good age. So realistically, or hypothetically, if they stick together, they could play together for 7 years and then enter their prime. I mean, a lot of things could happen. Someone asked for a crazy contract, but hypothetically, that would be insane. But are the Bulls bad? Yes. Are they hard to watch sometimes? Yes, but sometimes they can be very appealing, and this young Bulls team definitely has my attention because their biggest problem right now is their depth, and they can solve this over the years as their young core develops and gets better together. So far for this pick, the Bulls pick is looking very, very good. He is perfect for the direction this Bulls team is heading in, and he filled the hole that they needed. And the only question was, could they have gotten him later? And to me, they got him in the right spot. When you know who your guy is, don't risk it. And also, closer to the draft, we saw the Hawks were really high on him at 6, so definitely not worth the risk. So let me know what you guys think about Patrick Williams so far, and I think he's gone so under the radar because the first 3 picks have been all anyone's ever been talking about. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, comment down below what you think of Patrick Williams. I really haven't seen any videos on him, so I was hoping to hop on and either enlighten you guys or just share what you guys were already thinking. But thank you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been killing it recently on the videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace!